Hi everyone, this is Truth Amongst Us, coming at you with another video. Um, an explanation. First of all, the clip that I uploaded the other day regarding my upcoming documentary, which I've been working on for quite a few years. I went back to the drawing board. I did some research, and maybe the video compression technique that I used for the original clip is the reason why the video came up in very blurry when it uploaded to YouTube. Because when you upload a video to YouTube, YouTube has its own video compression filters. And when the video was finished uploading, all you would see was very blurry. I mean, very blurry blue skies. And people were upset about it, and I was definitely more upset about it than any of you. Because I want nothing but the best to represent my channel. So I'm hoping that if I do it this way, by using a different compression technique and also just kind of narrating some of the clips that I did use, that people will see what I was talking about. Here's one of the first videos, and I'll play it in a second, regarding some of the animal anomalies here. I'm not doing it in any specific order, even though I probably should, but I just felt like starting with this first, since this was the clip that most people pointed out and said they couldn't see anything. Well, this is the high-res version. I will make sure that this looks fine before I actually make it go public. On my channel. But just a day after one of the sightings, there were large groups of birds that were flying circles over the woods in front of where we live. I didn't obviously notice any of this earlier that morning. This was actually July of 2010. This was just what was left of them, unfortunately, because when I first stepped out, I saw them. I didn't have a video camera on me. Hopefully this will come out the way I plan it to, but this is what was left, and I do have far more clips, but I just wanted to use a couple. And I'll play this video now, and this was what is left of the flock of birds that were there. And of course, we've had other anomalies of large clouds of insects covering the entire side of the building. This has been going on for the past 4.5 years where we currently reside. We've been at our current location for about 7 years, and this has just started, like I said, within the past 4 years. And obviously, even the landlord is wondering what is going on, because these are very strange occurrences. And of course, you can see that what is left are these birds or hawks circling the area. Possibly something could have died, but this was a reoccurring event for quite a few months. I'll continue playing it, and they go they're pretty far up there too. You can see them circling, and hopefully this video will show it, and then they go off into the distance, and then they come back. The next video where everyone was saying, well, we don't see anything. Well, this is the high def version. This was the day before the birds started appearing. A very bright object appeared. This object moved silently across the horizon, which basically was an orb. And most of the orb-like objects seen in this area usually appear at night. And obviously, this is the object here. It's quite small because it's pretty far up in the sky. I did research that day. NASA had no information of the Skylab being visible. And there's the tree line down below. Again, there's the object. Usually these appear at night in groups of 3, 6, or even larger, almost like a flotilla in this area. And there's the object. All right, here, like I mentioned in the original video clip description, we live quite a distance from any military installations or airports. And we live in a very small backwater town. This is just days after some of the UFO sightings that I recorded, and this is a military plane of some kind. I'm not exactly sure what. It's flying quite low, as you can tell, and this is an urban area. There it is right down there as well. As you can see, it's quite large. It was moving at quite a velocity, so it was really hard to tell exactly what type of plane it was. There's a better view of it right there. And of course, you can tell there are other chemtrails from something else that had traveled through here recently. And we were actually following some objects in the sky. That's why we're on the road. And again, here's the plane. This doesn't look like a commercial airliner. It's quite low. There are no airports for quite a few miles. So for this to be very low in a residential area is a bit suspect. The thing worth noting too, I mean, typically a plane does leave a chemtrail of some kind. It's leaving absolutely nothing, which was another thing that that was noticed. Now this here, in this specific video, if you'll see, there are multiple, I don't know if they're planes or objects leaving chemtrails. There, 1, 2, and they're moving. 3, and it's the moon up there. There's one in the background. 4. And this is late fall, the same year, 2010. If you notice, this object is moving much slower than the bottom object. And the other object that was over there is gone. This other object, when zoomed in, this was the last part of the video. My wife and I actually had come back from food shopping, and the object, as you can tell, is more teardrop shaped. This is it right here. And it was flying over the building, and of course this is winter of 2010. You zoom out, it's the object right there, and this is above our apartment building. There's the object again right there. It seems to change, you can tell, I mean, it's circular. It seems to change shape slightly. And you can see the different contrasts. There is actually like a purple trail getting close. You can see almost like a purple vapor trail. And it has a very, from a distance, it looks like a bright star that was moving. But when you zoom in, you can tell that it's metallic. You can tell it's actually a ball or an orb, or I hate to say it, but it almost looks like a probe. And then you can see in this here, you can see it stretch. If you watch how it moves. Look how this thing is moving in the sky above our apartment complex. So I'll zoom out. Then I bring the camera down just to give everyone perspective that it's right above the building. And there it is again. Again, you can tell it's metallic. In fact, you can almost see what looks like something. You can almost see like a divider, and it's actually quite decent. It's quite clear. And again, it has some type of, I don't know if that's a vapor trail, but the object itself is metallic. And it was moving at a very slow speed before vanishing. But there it is. I wanted to use these clips and break them down and do some actual analysis so people could see that, yeah, there is something in these videos. And also use a different coding, video coding technique. There we go. Couldn't get it out. And so people can well view it and make their own minds up. I certainly want the best videos possible to represent my channel, and I don't remember who the user was, but he was really upset thinking that I was just uploading anything to get, I guess, to get hits, attention, or views, and that is far from the truth. So, but here are the exact same clips that were uploaded yesterday in a 1.5 minute presentation. So things do exist in these videos. These are legitimate. These are not a bunch of BS strung together. Someone's imagination running wild, because that's not true. These videos do contain legitimate sightings of something. Orbs? Who knows?